Sunday, March 20, no, I think it's March 30th. My friend Jenna and I woke up in Porto and we're gonna root around here today. This is our only day to like kind of adventure before we start walking the El Camino. That's why we're here. So we're gonna be walking from Barcelos to Santiago de Compostela. And yeah, I can't wait to root around here today. It's so beautiful. We lucked out with the weather. It's like blue skies and sunny. The high both yesterday and today is in the 70s. So we're recreating our childhood, Jenna. There's the roosters. It's Monday, March 31st. Jenna and I are walking across the bridge into Porto. I think we're gonna catch the sunrise and we're probably gonna Uber to Barcelos, which is the first city that we're going to walk from. Like that. She's a cathedral. Yeah, 6. Jenna and I just got to this super cool like pond and this house that looks like it's out of Disneyland. It's hot and my pack is too heavy for me and uncomfortable, but we're here. Yeah.
I don't know if I remember the stream, but I'm reasonably sure.
Another one. There you go.
Oh, you're so cute.
It's Tuesday, April 1st. Jenna and I got to Ponte de Lima last night. We're in our little hostel room. We had like a 2 twin bed situation. And today I'm anticipating to be an easier day. We're walking from Ponte de Lima to Rubiaes. It's still a similar amount of time. It's gonna be like 6.5 hours. Yesterday we walked from 11 to 7 p.m., which ended up being 8 with all the breaks we had to take. But today is a shorter amount of miles and more incline. So I anticipate it'll take us maybe about the same amount of time to get there. It might be a little more strenuous, but I'm excited because we have a little time to like root around this morning and get coffee and see the town of Ponte de Lima before we start our walk and yeah, move on to the next. So it's much colder out today. There's more clouds and like I said, I'm in my leggings. Yesterday we were fighting off sunburns, but I'm hoping that we'll warm up as we start walking. I'm just walking along the river. This is where we walked in last night. You can see there's a really cool church over there that we're gonna go check out. But today is gonna be a good day. Hoping today goes better than yesterday, because yesterday we walked around 16 and a half miles and my feet were killing me by the time we got to town. I just went right to the Airbnb to shower and just rested the rest of the evening. So I'm glad that we have this morning to root around this town a little more and keep exploring. Jenna's gonna be right out soon, so we're gonna go to a cafe and get some pastries and some coffee. Also, I switched from my hiking boots to my Hokas, and Jenna and I are both offloading a good amount of stuff from our packs. I'm gonna mail some stuff to my boyfriend's parents who live in Portugal, and I think that's gonna help so much, just lighten the load and make things less painful. Also, it appears that this year is Ponte de Lima's 900th birthday, which is crazy. So happy birthday, Ponte de Lima. It's Wednesday, April 2nd. Jenna and I woke up in Rubiaes, I think is how you say it, Rubiaes. We had a little mix-up last night with the place that I booked. We got here, and for some reason, Apple Maps gave me like the wrong address. So it turns out that our place to stay was 20 minutes further away. And at the end of a whole day of walking, we were just like, no, I cannot do it. So luckily, up the road was this beautiful, like, white house right on the road with this great view of the valley. They rented out rooms, and we stayed in like a shared space. We happened to be the only ones here last night, so ended up working out. But we had like a little scare with bed bugs. We like weren't sure if there were some here, so it was just kind of tough to fall asleep. But this is the earliest start we'll have on the Camino so far. I think we're gonna head out around 8. And yeah, today we're gonna walk from Rubiaes to Tui, which is in Spain. So we're gonna cross into Spain today. And I did some laundry last night, hand washed, and I'm just gonna see if any of it dried. Okay, it's still Wednesday, and we're about an hour and 15 in. We've walked 2.75 miles. This cafe is right across the street from this beautiful church, and they look like they might have iced coffee, or if anything, just like a latte. It is really warm given like the sun is rising, but this feels good to just like stop, use the bathroom. We found these protein shakes yesterday at a cafe that have made such a difference. These and protein bars. I'm just like, it's been really hard to get protein on the trail. So anyway, Jenna's inside going to the bathroom, and we've got our stuff out here. So I love a little stop like this. Valença, so that's where we're going. That top sign there. It's about 2:30 on Wednesday. Jenna and I just made it to, what the heck is this town called? We made it to Valença, which is in Portugal, and just over the river is the town of Tui, which is in Spain. So yeah, we're making great time. Today, I think, has been our best day yet because we had a much earlier start. We left the hostel at 8:30 in the morning. We've now walked 11 miles, so making good time. And we only have like 2.5 hours left, but we're gonna stop here for a while and like rest our feet and have food. I might jump in the river just to cool off. But the other 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, we didn't start walking till 11:30 because we were spending the morning like rooting around and wanting to rest. So yeah, I'm happy that we got an earlier start to today, and now hopefully we'll get into our Airbnb this evening at a much earlier time. So fingers crossed, but doing good. My pack is killing me. So I'm thinking about getting a luggage delivery service just for tomorrow, because tomorrow is a super long day, like 19 miles. Will be our longest yet, and it fits me okay, but this pack is too heavy, which is on me. But anyway, overall, doing good, and it's beautiful here. I got a big ass sangria. It's Thursday, April 3rd. Jenna and I woke up outside of Tui, so we officially made it to Spain last night. And we stayed at this really cute like hostel situation. Had like 3 rooms, and in the back there's this really cool garden. I don't know if you can see that. I slept pretty good last night. Both of us are feeling kind of sore, and it is a bit rainy out, so we've got our jackets ready to go, but it's looking like it's gonna be another good day. There's the Camino there. And yeah, it was really cool to root around Valença, which is in Portugal. I wish we'd had more time to see Tui, but yeah, Valença was an adorable town. That's where I got the sangria and the hamburger. And apparently it's the textile capital of Portugal. So every shop you walked past sold clothes. And Jenna really wanted to buy fabric to like make us something to commemorate this trip. So she got some fabric and saw a lot of great churches. There was that really big, like green, expansive, like a fort, which was super cool. And then we got to cross the bridge into Spain and look back and see that fort. So yeah, Valença was definitely a highlight. I think favorite towns thus far have been Valença, Ponte de Lima, and Barcelos, which we probably spent the least amount of time in Barcelos. But yeah, today we will walk to Redondela, so 15 miles. And then the day after that, we're going to Pontevedra, and we have a really nice hotel waiting for us there. So I'm excited about that one. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to take her. Cutie. Bye, have a good walk.
Are you guys walking to Redondela? Yeah.
Yes. It's Friday, April 4th. It's almost 8 p.m. and I'm about to go find dinner somewhere. I think I'm gonna go to a sushi spot, but they don't open till 8:30. So I'm just walking around. I found this really cool park. I've been most excited for this city, this and Santiago in Spain. So it's fun to get to root around. Jenna and I are kind of doing our own thing tonight, which is fun. But yeah, today's walk was good. I am just kind of reflecting on the fact that we're over halfway done, which is crazy. And also doing something like this is so tiring physically and also mentally, because you're just like engaged and like absorbing new things all the time. But I felt like today I was really able to disconnect and just like be with my thoughts and kind of let some emotions out. So I feel like today was the most cathartic day that I've had so far. And we did a lot of walking in the woods and the forest, which I tried to capture. We walked for like what feels like multiple miles right next to this river on this green park pathway that they have that's just like all natural and is super overgrown, just like exactly how nature is meant to be. And it was so lovely. I think that was definitely one of the favorite areas that we've walked so far for me. I don't know if I'm checking up on this vlog as often as I should, but I'm trying to capture some notable things and just kind of, you know, as intended, I feel like take this time to just like reflect and be with my thoughts. And it is so cool to like be in a different country and get to see so many new cities. I haven't finished the walk, but I can't recommend enough doing something like this once in your lifetime if this interests you at all. Any activity like this interests you, I would highly recommend. It is kind of intimidating, like planning an international walking trip, but to do it with a friend, I would highly recommend. It's a lot of time together, but I feel like you get to know that person really intimately, and it's like such a special thing to do with someone. And I feel like my experience thus far, I could see it being super feasible to do this alone as well. And there's just so many different options for the El Camino. Like you can start in France or Spain or Portugal. Like there's so many different routes. I can totally see how people do this once and then do it again, but just a different route. So anyway, morale is high and I'm excited for the last 3 days. It's Sunday, April 6th, and I didn't vlog at all yesterday. Yesterday was the beginning of the spiritual variant, which is just a different pathway of the Portuguese Camino that takes you out to the coast. So yesterday morning we left Pontevedra. We walked through this really cool sea town called Cambaro, and then we went up this really big mountain and came back down, and now we are at a monastery. I believe it's Monasterio de Armentia. Apologies if I mispronounce anything, my Spanish is poor. I want to show you what we woke up to this morning. We stayed in like the cutest room in the monastery. Like the nuns are literally hosting us, which is crazy. This is our view waking up. It's just this little valley and the rest of the monastery is like over there. It marks day 7 of our El Camino walk. Tomorrow is our last day, which is crazy. So today we're gonna walk to the coastal town of Villanova de Arousa, spend the night there, and then in the morning we're gonna take a ferry to basically Padrón, which is one of the last cities before we walk into Santiago de Compostela. So I think we'll make it there Monday evening and then wake up, have all day Tuesday. Jenna's gonna head out to France Tuesday night, and I'm gonna stay one more night before I go to see my boyfriend and his parents. I would definitely say the beginning of our El Camino was kind of rough to start, at least for me, because my pack was definitely overpacked. I ended up sending a package to my boyfriend's parents of my stuff just to help lighten the load, and then kind of adjusting the pack to my frame. Kind of had to troubleshoot some things as we went, but I'm happy to report that every day we've been walking has gotten easier and better, and I feel like spiritually and mentally I've been feeling lighter. I didn't vlog at all yesterday because yesterday was the 6-year anniversary of my mom's passing. So understandably, it's like a really emotional day for me, and I'm happy that it was kind of exactly what I was hoping for. I just let all the emotions flow as they came, and Jenna and I had a couple really beautiful walks through some eucalyptus forests, and it's just like so peaceful to walk through and like listen to the wind blow, and I just felt really connected to my mom, so it was kind of exactly what I needed. For anyone else that has lost someone or is just seeking some more like personal connection within or with the earth or with whatever belief system you have, I really can't recommend this experience enough. I think I've said this before, but I can totally understand how people will walk one route of the El Camino and then want to come back and do a different route, just because the experience of being able to walk for a week and see a different country and experience different cultures and languages and just like be in peace and quiet and truly like be with your thoughts is so rare. And I just think everyone would be better off having done this experience at least once, because you find, I don't know, everyone's Camino is different, but I feel like I've found a lot of like inner peace. Just in the last few days, I've just been feeling really grounded and like connected to myself and connected to the earth, and just like feeling so grateful for nature and my mobility and like all this stuff that I think we tend to take for granted in our day-to-day lives. So yeah, if you have any interest in doing anything like this, I highly recommend. I recommend doing it with a friend because it makes it so much more manageable, and it's just like such a special thing to do with someone. And I think after you've done it with a friend once, it makes it easier to potentially do it again one day solo if that's something that really intrigues you, because I think it's all very intimidating to do alone, and then when you do it with someone else, it's like, okay, I can do this again. It would be a different experience, but still special, of course. So anyway, my friend Jenna is having a chat with the nuns, and I think I'm gonna go root around the grounds. We're gonna have some breakfast, and then we're gonna head out. So this is day 7. We've got 2 more days to go, today and tomorrow, and then I'll probably end off this vlog and just have this be my El Camino vlog. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed kind of tagging along for this really neat journey. So here's the outside of the monastery. I just took this path back here, and I can walk around and show you the front. There's nothing like drinking tea in a monastery, am I right? Finally got my iced latte. God bless. It's Wednesday, April 9th. I don't think I've vlogged since Jenna and I's last day of walking, which was Monday, April 7th. And as you can probably tell, we made it to Santiago. We got here late Monday night, and then her and I got to spend basically all day Tuesday rooting around and exploring. This morning is my last morning here in Santiago, and next I'm gonna take a train to Braga to meet with my boyfriend and his parents. So I figured I'd end off the vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed watching and that it's made sense the way I've edited it. If you're watching this, that means I got my shit together and I actually put all the clips together and hopefully made it kind of like a seamless journey to watch. I hope that all the things I put in the description are helpful. I'm gonna try to put the links to all the hostels and Airbnbs we stayed at, and all of my personal recommendations for like coffee shops and ice cream, like all the places Jenna and I went that stood out to me, just because I feel like the food and the culture here that we got to experience is such a huge highlight, just because it is so different from where we live in the US. It's been like such a treat. So anyway, headed off to the next. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.